Hi everyone, my name is Claire.
And I'm John.
And today we're talking about
Us.
foreign workers. Foreign workers right here in Seoul. So I feel so seen.
I know.
Do you feel seen?
Yes.
So obviously John and I have a huge investment in this, but maybe you also have some foreign workers at your company. Do you have many foreign friends? And how do you know them?
For me, this is actually a little bit interesting because when I first came to Korea, I was avoiding having foreign friends.
Oh my God, me too.
Yeah. I was like, I need to get into the culture. I need to get into the language. And I really I don't know if it was intentional, but it was almost avoiding anything that was foreign, especially from where I come from. Like if there's a British person, it's like, oh yeah, something new and interesting happening. If it's an American, I'm like, you can just stay over there and I'll be over here. I always remember that one YouTube video I watched, World of Dave is where it comes from. And he, like 6 months in Korea, he's like, oh, there's a foreigner, let me talk to him. And then 6 years, it's like, 외국인, oh no. I'm opposite. At first, I was like, ooh, avoid at all times. And now these days, I'm like, you know what? If I happen to become friends with someone who's from America, from England, from anywhere, then, that's just life. And I don't need to avoid anyone. However, I still avoid any foreigners when I go to bars, when I go to restaurants, when I do any sort of social event. Just don't do it. I don't talk to them.
Yes, I came with the same idea, and I did the same in Russia when I went there too. I was like, I didn't come here to meet people from my own country. I came here to escape people from my own country. Yes, Britain, I really did. But I think you hit a point where you've been away from home so long that perhaps you start to miss it enough, or maybe you just forget about all the bad things.
Yeah.
So you seek out then, I think, I've noticed this in myself lately, foreign contact or contact from home. But in some ways, now I've been back in touch with foreigners. I remember the downsides again.
You're like, it's time for me to leave again.
Yeah.
Once every 10 years.
I'd forgotten how aggressive British people are. How aggressively arrogant British people are.
Yeah, there's some things I forget about America, and every once in a while I'll be reminded. I'm like, oh yeah, okay, anyways. What kinds of work do foreign workers usually do in England?
These days, it's dropped off a lot since Brexit. The ability for foreigners to come to the UK and work has become very difficult. But before that, it really was very broad, because all over the EU, it was pretty easy to get migrant worker visas, and they could do anything from coffee shops and retail stores right up to, depending on their qualifications, lawyers, doctors. It seemed like everything was available, but not anymore.
Yeah. I feel like the same is true for America. I don't think it's become as restrictive as the UK. However, it is widely varied. You cannot be president. You must be U.S. born to be president, but you can be foreign born and be a governor. Hello, Arnold.
Oh, yeah.
And so you can pretty much do anything you want except the presidency, and maybe a few jobs here and there. But as long as you have the documentation for it, as long as you have the sort of qualifications, it's everything you want. But I would say the majority are definitely going to be in either the service or the construction industries.
It tends to be the lower end.
It's on the lower end of the spectrum for the quality of work, as one might say. However, many of them make more money than the average entry-level people too. So anyways, it's widely varied. And again, like restaurants, things like that. It's just like come and work whatever you want, as long as you do it legally. Typically in the U.S. Actually, illegally too is often okay a lot of the times in the U.S., which is a point of contention.
So let's take a moment to look at the current issues of foreign workers in South Korea and maybe what needs fixing right now. See you in part 2.
Foreign workers. Numbers of foreign workers have declined significantly in South Korea in the past 2 years. Work and visit visas are down as well. The majority of South Koreans believe that the country should welcome migrant workers in order to keep the economy running. But despite the welcoming attitude, not enough foreign workers are coming in, and labor shortages are developing. Elder care is one area with acute shortages that experts hope migrant workers can help resolve.